So today is Saturday, and I am just now headed on my way, as you can tell, heading on my way to our investigation in Shahowie. Should be a lot of fun. I think I've got everything. I've got 2 cameras. My cheap cameras I can't seem to find except for one, and it really wasn't working all that well. If I have to, I'll get more. They're not that expensive. But I got my 2 main cameras. I've got my GoPro in here, so I guess really 3 main cameras. My laptop, center of command, and K2 is in there, digital recorders are in there, extra batteries are in there, and my heat signatures or temperature gauges are in there. Should be good to go.
Are you a grandpa?
53, 55, 54, 56, 54.
Paige, tell me you have Riley.
He's like right where you guys are at.
Honey, if this seriously gets too much for you, we can stop. Okay? Seriously. I just want to know if she's okay.
Why are you choosing it?
Paige, I just want to know if you guys are okay.
Yeah, it's right up in there.
It's like right here. There's something right here. Are you here, Bubba?
Alright guys, so I just made it back. It was a long trip. I still have everything, if you can see, everything's still laid out. I gotta put it all away. It's around 10 o'clock. I am getting tired. Not completely tired, just a little bit. I think some of it's because I ate a lot of food. Because we went by King Chef right afterwards and hung out for a little bit. This was also our first investigation that we had where it was very sensitive, very emotional. And the reason that this is the first one we went to where someone knew the entity by name and they were able to interact with it on a personal level. So for us, that's a huge deal, and we were able to kind of connect with this entity a little bit more. I think we as a group could kind of lay back and really let them ask the questions and let them kind of do the investigation. I think they did a little bit more than we did in terms of asking questions because, I mean, they knew the person. So we just kind of laid back and did our thing with our recorders and our camcorders and all that. So I think we did good in that regard. I can't wait to see what comes up. Like I said, I probably won't hit my video and my audio tonight just because I'm tired and I want to do a really good job for them because these people are really nice to us and everything else, and I don't think it'd be very good on my part, to try to go over tonight and maybe I'll miss something because I was looking away or because I was doing like this number. I want to be professional about it and I want to do a good job. I cannot wait though for that new lens to come in. I have a new UV lens for that Canon, which I will demonstrate next week when it comes in. It should block a sensor in the camera that blocks out. Anyway, it will be good for ghost hunting from what I understand, so that will be awesome. Please keep an eye on our search for the haunted channel here on this YouTube. It's my other channel, one of my other channels. It's really good, and I will be adding footage from tonight, the full footage, onto that channel. So if you want to see the full footage, you gotta go to that channel. Alright, well, it'll be as much as I can show you anyway, because you gotta keep in mind it was a private location, so I have to kind of work with the client there to see what I can and can't show. But rest assured, even though, that being said, I will be putting something up on Search for the Haunted. And I will be trying to get some of our evidence from before. I was told again tonight we need to get that up, and I will be getting it up. Right now, you gotta understand, and this is the thing about getting stuff up on YouTube. I want to make sure I get all of our evidence up all together for that video, so that we don't have to go back and redo the video. It is bringing the rain in out here. That's what all the craziness is about. All this wind. Alright guys, check it out. There it is. The Negan bat. It's in its display. And I did this on purpose. So you got like the red here. That is sweet, man. I had to adjust this. I may have to glue it down later because it was up way too high and the bat just wouldn't go in. But for now, I think it'll be just fine. I mean, I could even just lay the bat down that surface right there. It's still not going to go anywhere because of that hook there. That is sweet, man. That is Lucille, everybody. Or at least my Lucille. So now, I'm going to work on my other display for Harley Quinn's bat, which will go right up on top. That is awesome. Alright guys, I got the second one done now as well. So now the Goodnight bat of Harley Quinn's from Suicide Squad is done, and Negan's bat from The Walking Dead display is also done. So this one's got a little bit more detail to it because it's got the blood down there, and this one doesn't, although I probably could have put a couple blood streams down there because I mean she's had her own share of bloodshed with that bat, so, but it is what it is. I still think it's pretty cool. Guys, so I amplified this area up in here. Got on the edit page. I'm going to save it here real quick, but if I need to go back down with it, I will. But here's the full phrase here, and then just pay attention to that part there that I just highlighted. Here's Dusty.
I don't care what you got to do, little man.
So,
I don't care what you got to do, little man.
Not sure what it's trying to say. It almost says something like happened. So again, I'll play it for everybody in the group and see if maybe it wasn't one of us whispering. Otherwise, I may just have to chalk it up, because here is one where Dusty's trying to get the entity to make the light, I believe the light on the K2 light up. So he's talking to Riley here, an entity that we believe to be Riley, and there seems to be a response. So I'm just going to play this little whisper here.
I don't care what you gotta do, little man. I don't care what you gotta do, little man.
I'm not sure if that's one of us or not, so I'm going to play it for everybody in the group and see if maybe if it wasn't somebody.
I don't care what you gotta do, little man.
So I'm going to try to loop it up here real quick and see if I can make this section right up in here just a little bit louder, so maybe we can hear it a little bit better. It seems like it's saying like it's not going to happen, or this is not going to happen.
I don't care what you gotta do, little man.
So
I don't care what you gotta do, little man.
definitely there's a happen there. So I wanted to show you guys this real quick. This is what I would call my camera ship row, maybe, or camera row. I don't know. But anyway, this is all my camera devices and stuff. I figured I'd put it up on a shelf to give me better access to it. That way I can just pick out my weapon of choice for whatever camera I decide to use, whatever day. But since it's cold outside and now it has just started with a freezing rain out there, I figured, well, this would give me something to do. So it's been done. Alright guys, so I got something to show you real quick. Stuff I got for this camera, and I showed it to a couple of my Search for the Haunted group members already. I got some other ones I want to show it to eventually. But alright, I got stuff for this lens, particularly for ghost hunting, but I can use it for other things as well. And by the way, we kind of call it paranormal hunting, but it's just easier to, you know, we're a paranormal team, but it's just easier to say ghost hunting because that's what people are more, what it's more commonly known as, I guess. So it just makes it easier for everybody. But anyway, so we've got this right here. This is a UV filter right here. So when I put that on, I almost dropped it, but when I put that on this camera, and now I'm going to have trouble with it. But it gives it that tint look on the inside, so that's how basically it blocks the UV. And a lot of ghost hunters, like Ghost Hunters, the TV show, and definitely Ghost Adventures uses this UV light a lot of times in their cameras, and it tends to help out. So a UV filter rather. And first of all, I have two things in here. This one here, particular filter, will help with distorted photos that have to do with glass or mirrors. This just helps clear that up when taking pictures of glass or mirrors. So if you've got like a glass between you and the subject, say like a windshield of a car, it helps eliminate, you know, that extra stuff on the windshield, so that way you get a clearer picture. And then you have this right here, which I will be using a lot of for the ghost hunting stuff. This is a what did they say it was? Hold on. I remember a while ago, and then I get brain farts a lot, so bear with me. But it is a fluorescent filter, is what this is called. So it's got like that pinkish tint to it. And I know when you get out into the sun, it's more or less kind of like an extra deal for sunglasses, you know, so that way you get a clearer view. But it also works for ghost hunting in the fact that, in my opinion, it kind of seems to add the spectrum look, the full spectrum look for your photos. So that now I just got to basically work on getting the right aperture and all that with this particular camera, and I should be all set. So it's something I can play with, you know, in the next couple of days. Probably not going to play with it tonight because it took a while to edit this video, but definitely will give me something to play with later. And yeah, so with that being said, I will now let you guys see some of the photos and video that I have taken with this so far. So that was the footage that I had from these lenses. Now I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I want to be very gentle on putting this stuff away. I got to show you the other thing I got because I'm kind of excited. This is a toy for my camera that I've used in the past, but it is a very nice toy to have, and I really like this toy, and I'm hoping to use it a lot in the future. So maybe not as much as these, because I use these for our ghost hunting stuff, or I will be using it for our ghost hunting stuff. But I will show you here in a second. There we go. Alright, and a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, may have seen stuff from this before that I've posted up previous, I think last year. Like when I went to take photographs of some bald eagle nest, this was the lens that I used. This was, I initially used this for my Nikon. Now, what most people maybe don't know about this particular lens, although it's really nice to have, by the way, it gets really close up, and it says up to 500 feet. So it basically brings anything in from 500 feet and makes it look a lot closer. But what a lot of people don't know is that this here is called a T-mount. And my lens here came with a T-mount for the Nikon camera that I had. And the Nikon, I basically lost my Nikon. So when that happened, unfortunately, I had to go and find a new part here. Didn't really know what it was called until here recently. Someone kind of told me, like, oh yeah, it's called T-mount. Okay, cool. So I ordered that about the same time I ordered those lens caps. And I have to say, I am really liking this, because now I can use this, which, by the way, I've got a nickname for this. It's the Big Gun 1 is what I call it as its nickname. So if you ever hear me say, like, oh, I'm going to get out the Big Gun 1, that would be this one, the Big Gun 1. In fact, I'm thinking about putting it on the side, Big Gun 1. That'd be kind of funny. But what I like about it is it even kind of looks like a telescope almost, but yeah, and it just kind of fits into the camera. I'm going to show you guys. Now that I got the T-mount works great. So I am now able to basically put that in just like so. And that's what it'll look like when I'm taking a photo with it. If I'm taking a photo of you. But yeah, now I'm just able to really bring stuff in. I just got to hit this little marker right there. And I'm good to go. Now, I will say, and I need a card in here to show you this, but I will say that the thing about this camera, which I really like, is the fact that back when I had the Nikon, I was not able to do video recordings with this lens. It just would not let me do that. Well, with this one, I'm going to show you. If I just hit this red button right here, and this button up here makes it record. Now it is recording. If you all can tell that. It should be now recording. It says movie has been automatically stopped, which I'm just going to make it go again. But there it is. It's now recording from the big lens. So this is something that the Canon camera can do that my Nikon camera just could not do. So now, basically, with that option, it opens up the window for my vlogs in a whole new way. I can now use this to help out tell the story of my vlogs, as well as this lens here. So, yeah, like I said, it gives me a whole new set of options that I can do. And I'm also really excited because next week, I'm actually glad you shut off, but next week, I will be getting a, put that over there, I will be getting a device for my GoPro, which I'm going to show you here. Basically, I'm going to show you on this, I'm going to get a set of lights, and the set of lights goes like right around this black. So they're LED lights, and I believe that they will help me out big time with our ghost hunting, and also just for me in general, shooting in dark areas. That will come in real handy with the GoPro. And as an addition, I will also be getting, for this particular lens, there's going to be a cover around it for a UV filter for my GoPro. So that's kind of exciting as well. And on top of that, I am getting 2 new batteries for this. So when I go ghost hunting with it, or paranormal hunting, I guess I should say, because we kind of do paranormal. It's a little confusing. I like to just say ghost hunting because, you know, people, that way that people can kind of relate to what we're doing. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble here. But basically with that, now that opens up the door for the GoPro some more. Not just for ghost hunting, but also for, you know, for my vlogs in general. And of course, then you've got the Big Gun 1, which is now an option for my Canon. And we have this one that has a whole bunch of options now. And also, which I didn't say either, but those filters I used on this can also be used on Big Gun 1 here. So, yeah, because it's got the grooves as well. So, very exciting. Can't wait for another investigation where I can try these out. Wasn't able to try them out in the last investigation because these filters didn't come in time. But like I said, it's just giving me something more to play around with in the next couple of days, which I plan on doing. I might even do a little bit tonight later on, but if I do, it'll probably end up in my weekly vlog for next week. But yeah, definitely something to look forward to, and as time goes on, because it's just going to make things a whole lot better for me. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. You know, it is what it is. I don't try to add any more to my vlogs than what happened during the week. What happens, happens, and I'm not going to be one of these people that's going to say, oh, you should always stay positive and all that. I mean, come on. We're in the real world. This is real world stuff. So, not afraid to tell you guys exactly, not always exactly what's going on, because some stuff needs to stay personal. But for the most part, I'll show you what's going on in my week. So that being said, I will see you guys later. Peace.